And here we go, gents. Let's play some more Direct Strike. There is no better feeling in the morning for me to have a good cup of coffee and just run a Direct Strike match. Man, bro, let's just say it feels great. That's it. Let's go for the draft. We got some nice hoodies and tribesmen. I don't know what I'm feeling about this one. Honestly, I'll just pick... Let's go for a little bit of Dispel and also a little bit of healing with the Obsidian statues. This is actually... Okay, so the draft actually picked up. This is a much better second tier part of the draft. So we're currently sitting at 1783 elo. This is a pretty good matchup. We got some high level players around 1800 mark. So it should be fine. My objective in the next couple of weeks would be to reach 2000 elo on Direct Strike and also LTD, so Legion TD. Those are my kind of like objectives, which would be fun to reach on both. I feel like that's a pretty achievable objective in my opinion, but it is going to take quite a while. But I think we'll be there for the ride. So let's go for Mountain Giants. Wind Rider has actually been buffed this patch, so I do want to give these bad boys a shot. See if they're any good. The problem is they can easily be countered, right? So we'll see how that goes. Either way, guys, let's play some more Direct Strike. I'm excited about this one. There's something that is so simplistic about Direct Strike that it makes it so much, I don't know, just a fun strategic game. Like the gameplay is not complicated to understand, right? All you're really doing, it's an auto battler. So you're placing down units here in this kind of platform. They're being sent and you're trying to counter your opponent. It's as simple as that. And that's the beauty of it. It's just the simplicity of the game. I feel like that's why people, at least on my channel, love watching this type of game. So we're talking LTD, Direct Strike, survival chaos. It doesn't require heavy micro, right? Something you would find maybe in the Grubby Invitational. I don't know if you guys watched it, by the way. The $10,000 Invitational. Sponsored by Blizzard. Can you freaking believe it? That is insane, to say the least. That Blizzard would actually finance a tournament in Warcraft 3. Last thing I would probably think of hearing in 2025, but here we are, guys. I don't know if you guys watched it. Let me know down in the comments. I feel like it was a phenomenal freaking tournament. And it really kind of made me think if I kind of want to host one myself. I honestly love hosting tournaments. If you guys remember, I used to host a lot of like Warcraft Olympics. Similar kind of concept of the Grubby's Invitational. You have multiple maps. It's not mainly focused on... can I actually get a hero in here? I might actually get a hero. Oh, it's going to be close. I think I'm going to have like 1 second to spare. I don't even know if that's going to be possible. We'll give it a shot. Yeah. I had like 1 second to pick my hero. I picked pretty much the first one I saw. Like, honestly, it's a good hero. Lich is always freaking solid, right? Can't complain about Lich, especially versus a lot of grunts. The Frost Nova AoE is going to be like what the doctor had ordered. Honestly, yeah, look at that. So it slows the attack rate and does AoE damage from the Nova, which is really freaking good. So the primary targets gets 100 damage and the adjacent targets receive 50 Nova damage. So it's pretty good. Obviously scales with levels. So the primary cast is always going to be 100, but the Nova damage will increase. So the AoE effect will increase over time, which is good. So Lich, unfortunately, is going to die here. Nothing much we could do about it. We got a little bit of XP and probably get a Nova in here. Oh, would have been beautiful to get an extra Nova in the mix, but yeah, unfortunately not going to be the case. But yeah, just we got a pretty solid draft. I like this. So I mean, Lich with Peewees, I can even get a couple more headhunters for the Dryads, I guess would be good. And a little bit of healing, priests. I'm liking my draft. I don't think it's like per se too bad, but yeah, we could even... Oh, you know what we could do? Guys, let me cook. We can actually get ourselves Orb of Venom. I think it did get nerfed a little bit, unless it's the same stats. Yeah, 5 damage and 21 damage per second. Yes, that is strong as hell. So here what we're going to be doing, I think a couple tribesmen is called for to handle the unarmored units that the Dryads are. So they're going to essentially be doing 100% extra damage to the Dryads. But the problem with Pierce is obviously very bad versus Grunts, which we are facing. So yeah, the combination with Orb of Venom is going to be phenomenal, right? So Orb of Venom, 21 damage per second is going to be really good at just singling target, right? Okay, here we go. So we got Okay, the problem that I'm seeing is I don't have any sort of dispel, so I need to tech up because I didn't expect this guy to get, what's it called? Keeper of the Grove. Keeper with the summons obviously is a big counter to me, unfortunately. But Orb of Venom is putting in so much freaking work. Look at that damage. It's going to be so good at taking down his hero. Look at the damage taken from this bad boy, right? So I'm going to be able to take him out so easily. But the problem is the summons might take me out just a little bit earlier. Oh, I got the XP. Huge. Huge. I got the XP because you can see it. I'm out really close to level 2 here. So my hero in combination with the Frost Nova, slowing all the targets down, right, and doing this damage, I'm going to be able to really, like, single target down every single unit, right? So that's what's really good about Orb of Venom. Getting it early is really good. I think the counter to Orb of Venom is just mass units, right? Any sort of CC would be good on my hero, but yeah, it's not the case. So here we would really benefit from some Dispel, right? So I kind of am forced to tech up. I don't see a world where Banshees are good yet. I think keeping them hidden for the moment is probably... Keep that shit hidden. Yeah, for the moment, we'll keep them hidden in case our opponent goes for some Torrents late game, and we'll just pop them out on the map eventually. But for the moment, this is pretty good. We'll go for 1 damage upgrade, and I think we're going to start to tech up. In my opinion, that's probably the best angle. So yeah, Grubby's Invitational, man. Man, I feel like that was such a phenomenal tournament. I was really happy watching it. The whole way was fun. There's not a moment when I didn't watch it and had fun watching it. I was like watching it on the side with some of the boys, with Broleg and his crew. We were like laughing so hard, and we were just talking about it while we were watching it. It's just like it was a really fun experience because it's fun to see newer players play Melee, right? People that don't usually play Warcraft 3, watching them learn the game, right, and just kind of get involved in the community. It's really good. Like, it's obviously very good for us, right, just to increase the player base. I think it gave Warcraft 3 so much exposure, which it was desperately in need, in my opinion, right? So it was desperately in need of a little bit more publicity. So I think the player base has increased. I'm not sure if I'm able to kind of like track that, to be honest. I don't know if there's a website to track it. If there is, we might include some stats on screen. But we got 35,000 viewers on Grubby. I think he peaked at that, probably with the work. He was multi-streaming on YouTube as well. So it was just phenomenal to see. So I'm just really happy about the tournament. It turned out really perfectly. I think the guy really killed it, to be honest. Let's drop a couple. Oh my God, I misclicked. Shoot. Okay, you know what? Let me go for weapons because I misclicked. This would have been vital. I'm freaking talking all the time, not focusing on the game. To be honest, I think I would have lost anyways because this is a really massive wave. Holy. Yeah, there's no way in hell that I'm defeating Priest 2 hero stacks, right? This guy's level 3. That's rough. Yeah, it's fine. I'm basically this is actually good. I know I'm coping, but this is actually good because this pushes me not building there, makes the wave push faster through me, and essentially they're gonna end up on the tower. So we're gonna be sacrificing a little bit of HP on the tower to have our boy Alec here handle the wave under tower, which is completely fine. You should be able to push back through this. So honestly, I made a really good play right there. Massive copium. Bro, I've been inhaling so much copium lately. It's unreal. But yeah, really solid pushback. I'm happy about this. Bro, grunts are so strong, man. It's incredible. In combination with Shadowhunter healing them up, like this guy is killing it. Alex like he's singling, like he's carrying our team like so hard. It's incredible. Either way, let's drop a couple priests. I think obviously the healing is what we need for any sort of casters. And just flat out healing is always freaking good. Let's see if our teammates are going for a grade. They don't seem like they are, so that's good for us. We'll drop a couple more footies. I don't think it's bad because don't forget a lot of pierce damage coming in from our opponents. So having footies pretty much on the map with the defend ability will allow them to take, I think, 50% less damage from pierce. That's really freaking good. So Dragon Hawks, I'm kind of curious why this guy's spamming Dragon Hawks. I think like they're probably some of the most underwhelming units in the game, but I think maybe have they gotten buffed? I'm not sure. I would have to look, to be honest. Let's level this up. We're gonna disable the healing here. Okay. So let's get Dispel. So we dispel basically the Treants. A lot of basically Spirit Walkers in the back, which is good for me because I actually have a lot of Headhunters. The problem is we really have to get through the Grunts first. So what I think I'm going to do to... Oh, this is good. If we could get a stack here, don't forget. Oh, this is huge. Oh my god, this is massive. So Lich, don't forget, Lich, I picked up the Orb of Venom, and actually I'm getting stats on him, so it makes him a lot more durable. So the +3 all stats from the bonus here, and the Shadow Hunter keeping my Lich alive is massive because the Orb of Venom is going to be doing so much freaking work. Look at the damage taken from the Warden, man. She's constantly taking damage, right? So now she's a one-shot. This is huge. Like, we couldn't have asked for better here. So I'm going to be slightly microing my Obsidian Statue to bring the Obsidian Statue a little bit closer to the fight and have that healing applied on the frontline units. So this is as good as it gets. Oh my god, we got a triple hero stack. This is so rare to get, but drop a couple more priests. I think we'll benefit from that, and a couple more headhunters is basically what we need at the moment. So mass dispel, healing, casters in the back, doing so much is really what we needed here. That is huge. I think at this point, even getting a little bit of mana back is good. I'll toggle both of them, right? I'll toggle both of them so our heroes get a little bit of mana back, and so do our priests. I'm not sure how, okay, so I think the tower has targeted the Obsidian Statue. That's why I went down. This is huge, man. We got a massive freaking push coming in here. I'm kind of debating to go for... Bro, I'm almost level 5. That is insane. Holy. Let's get a gold mine in the mix here. Bro, this is insane. We are so lucky. Yeah, you know, that's the thing with direct strike. Sometimes it's all about like a lucky push, because these guys were pushing us pretty hard, right? And sometimes it's a draft difference and whatnot. So that's the thing with direct strike. Sometimes it can be very punishing, right? Direct strike is just sometimes it's just RNG. Either you have the proper draft to counter your opponent, or you get a lucky push like this one where your hero gets such a massive XP advantage it becomes borderline impossible to come back from, right? So that's the thing with this game, bro. That's the thing with this game. It is what it is. Some people like to tech up to tier up very fast, which is interesting. I don't know why people like to do this, to be honest. They go straight to tier 3, I guess, for the air. But the thing is, like, obviously siege engines are good, but going straight to tier 3 for this, I think it's not worth it, especially versus players that are just massing tier 1. So I'm not sure what the train of thought is there, but maybe I'm confused. You know, this is what gaming used to be all about. The Grubby's Invitational is a perfect testament to that. Just having a lot of players play the game together. It doesn't matter if they're skill level. You know, you don't want any, like, big sweats playing the game. You just want a good game, and that's all you really care about, is having a lot of players play some Warcraft 3, whatever they're league players, right? Or they're players from Warcraft, from World of Warcraft, right? They're not specifically players from, what's it called, Warcraft. So that's the fun of it, is just having a newer experience with people around you, right? So I feel like that's what we've been missing lately, and that's what I've been craving personally too. It's just like going into a group of friends, playing some games, right? I feel like we've been losing track of that the more the time goes on. I don't know if you guys noticed this, so let me know down in the comments, but have you guys been getting more isolated as the time goes on? You're just playing your own game. You're not really playing with your friends anymore, right? It's like everyone's playing their own game. They're queuing up, ranking up, and whatnot. But not everyone is like playing together. It's just like more of a isolated experience compared to what it used to be. More of a like a community, kind of like a small group of friends type of thing, right? I used to have my crew play like Warcraft custom maps back in the day, but now everyone's just has different tastes. I think maybe it's as you age, that's just naturally the course of how things go, perhaps. But I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't know if you guys have been experiencing this. Let me know down in the comments. I'm just generally curious. But yeah, that has been the case. So that's why I feel like Grubby's Invitational is so refreshing, right? Everyone just loves a good gaming session with the boys, basically, right? That's why I've been loving to play with Broleg, Will, Starcat, and all his boys. Like, it's just so much fun to just play some games with the boys, right? It's just like, there's something about it, right? There's something about it, just like not taking the game too seriously, which I'm unfortunately guilty of most of the times. If you guys have been watching me for a long time, you guys know that I take sometimes the game a little bit too seriously, which I shouldn't, right? The game is just for fun, right? What am I trying to be, like an esport player? No, I'm not, right? So I'm just trying to play the game for the hell of it, right? And just give you guys a fun, entertaining experience to just, I don't know, watch while you guys are, for example, eating, or like if you guys want to unwind after work and whatnot. So this is what I'm trying to provide, right? I don't know if you guys been watching the recent videos, but I've been trying to put a little bit more effort into what's it called, the editing process and whatnot, which I feel like is cool, man. I love creating a fun storyline. That, for example, I'll give you guys an example that us beating custom team survival in a hard difficulty, that was hella fun. Are we winning already? I guess we gotta, okay, we kind of have to include a second one. Beauty, look at this shit. All right, guys, let's fit in a second game into this. It was a little bit too short. It felt like it was like 16-minute recording, so might as well just fit in a second game for the boys, for you guys to enjoy a little bit more Direct Strike. As you guys chill, eat food, or whatever you guys are doing. Probably on the second monitor, barely watching me anyways, right? Let's get some more footies. I feel like those are usually pretty good. What else do we want? AoE Dispel can't be freaking bad, right? I kind of, you know what? Something I've been really enjoying is Spellbreakers. The healing ward is good, but I feel like you need scaling. The thing is, I already have scaling. What is my Dispel here? Dispel is this. Yeah, I kind of need AoE Dispel. Or you know what? Let's go for a spell. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to be going for Spellbreakers. Let's try something else. Dragonhawk's garbage. I mean, the player that was playing Dragonhawks, I have no idea why you would ever consider doing that, but yeah, this is a really bad one. Let's go for Shade in case we're faced up against Sorks. Ooh, wow, this is great. Okay, tanks. We got Mountain Giants and Wind Riders that have been buffed, but hopefully I have time to play them. The objective is to give for the game to last more than 15 minutes. That's the objective, but yeah, let's go. We got a pretty solid draft. I'm happy about this one. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how this is gonna go. Round 2, baby. Let's get it started. It can't be bad to go always for Footmen. They seem to be working, to be honest. I think it's usually pretty good. The problem is it's difficult to get a hero. You can barely get a hero, but I kind of hate... Oh, it's 4 versus 4. It's going to be RNG at that point. Let's see who wins this. It's based on RNG. We're playing versus the guy that actually won with us last time. So this guy's a really good player. So this should be a pretty even matchup, to say the least. I think he wins here because he has a focus fire on one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, his footmen are a little bit better. I think it's the skin difference. Let's just call it that. Skin diff. Yeah. Bro, I just had to lose there, right? And unfortunately, the problem with that is, like, this Huntress takes a little bit more damage, so it makes it a lot less likely to win the next fight. So this is the problem. But, oh, maybe it's going to be close. It depends if this guy gets a couple skellies out on the map. I think he's going to be okay, to be honest. Yeah, this is honestly the only way this guy would lose. Orange would lose is in this specific scenario, in my opinion. But yeah, he got it skelly, but he should be fine. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Not too much XP for the Dark Ranger. We want to avoid that pretty much at all costs. I'm not going to be going up for a hero because that usually makes you... I kind of don't want to, like, last second pick a hero. I want to make sure I'm getting a hero that is going to be fun to play. Because last game, I wanted to kind of play what's it called? Mountain King. But yeah, for obvious reasons, Lich is always such a good pick. It's always such a good pick. I think since we're playing versus Footmen, getting Shamans with Lightning Shield is called for. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one because we fought blue once, which is unfortunate. So, but the thing is, all the Lightning Shield is being cast, which is good enough. I have three Shamans versus 2. We should be able to take this win. Alec, you're going down, my boy. No chance versus me. Does he even freaking know who he's dealing with? The problem is I'm not going to be getting a hero next wave, and he will. So he's for sure going to be winning. So hopefully we get a nice, decent stack here. The problem is I have 0 mana to cast any sort of lightning, but I should give our boy, what's it called? Yellow, a decent advantage. Panda's actually a pretty good hero. If I remember correctly. I'm probably going to be using a lot of, you know, the, what's it called? The Direct Strike tool to give us more stats on screen for you guys for whenever I'm playing the game. I feel like that's usually pretty fun for me to do, is just have those stats on screen. I love that tool. It gives you so much power. Not power, but just stats. Stats is, I don't know if you guys are stats people, but I love seeing stats. So you can see which heroes are S tier. You can also filter by elo. So if you're playing on lower elo like me, 1700 or 1800 and whatnot, technically this is a little bit higher elo. But either way, yeah, if you're playing at this elo at this point, it's good to see and filter basically based on your elo, what is the current meta? What are people playing? What you can be successful with, right? So it's cool to see this type of stats, in my opinion. For example, I saw the Death Knight being like an S tier hero, and he pretty much wins all the freaking time, which is good to know. So I'm excited to play more of this for sure. Let's see. Okay, so Crypt Lord, if I remember correctly, a decent hero. Obviously, very good versus what I have. He could probably go for a straight impel and be in a pretty good spot. But yeah, I have a lot of... I think it should be fine because, again, magic is not going to do a lot versus hero. So 50% less damage. But yeah, we should take the win. We should take the win, I think. It's going to be close. But yeah, we take the win, and we're also going to be stacking with yellow once again. This is huge. I'm happy about this one. Let's get our hero out on the map. We got a pretty solid one. We got even a small stack here. Unfortunately, our shamans do not have too much mana to help our teammate out, but it's fine. It seems like yellow is really winning heavily versus orange all the time. I think he just has a better draft. So we'll see how this goes. Let's get our hero on the map. I'm excited about this one. I guess we go for Keeper. Like, I had Lich again. I didn't want to play Lich once more, and I had Blood Mage. Blood Mage is literally garbage. There's no way in hell that I'm ever going to be playing Blood Mage. I don't think like he's good at all. I know Z-Hill last time roasted me heavily with saying that Keeper is actually, what's it called? Good. Apparently it's really bad overall, but I honestly, it's very rare that I would play a, what's it called? A game of Direct Strike and have Keeper ever being bad. Just the summons are really good. Thorn's Aura, he's a ranged character and is also a very good scaling hero. Or him getting, for example, Tranquility unlocking level 6 is like phenomenally good. So that's the thing. He just has frontline, right? Frontline units with heavy armor. He's a ranged character, so he's obviously a little bit better, I guess, in meta-wise. And yeah, he's able to stack with teammates pretty easily. So I don't know, just Tranquility too, like he scales so well. So I'm surprised that the stats tell a different story, which I'm just like very like baffled about that statement. But either way, so here at this point, it's all about teching up. I think going for a quick tech up would be good. Unlocking my tier 2 would be good. So Spellbreakers is going to be good versus shamans, any sort of magic casters and whatnot. Also, Witch Doctors with the healing ward is also going to be solid. Technically, I could go straight to tier 3 and go Wind Riders. I kind of am down to do that, to be honest. I kind of want to get a orb. You know what? Just, I think it's going to be the theme of the video. Have a really broken orb of Venom. Broken type of thing. That's going to be probably the title. Just, I mean, to be honest, I think it's good to showcase this strategy because I think it's just, it's a little bit undervalued. People, what they used to go for back in the days is the Orb of Darkness. It's a lot more expensive, right? And it summons skeletons. So there was a meta where Orb of Darkness was really freaking broken. Let's go for 1 damage upgrade. Why the hell not? Let's go for 1 damage upgrade. Try to get a nice push going. And honestly, the return damage, why not? Let's get a flat aura up in the mix. It can't be bad. Technically, you could argue that even stats is better in this scenario. Return aura is only applied on melee units, I think. Melee attackers, sorry. So for example, the grunts will take a percentage of the damage return. For example, that is applied on the tree. And so that's the thing. I mean, it's still good. It's still good. It can't be bad, right? So let's get that. And I think I kind of want to rush Wind Riders. So Orb of Venom, Wind Riders. Don't forget, Wind Riders have been buffed this patch. So I do want to give these bad boys a shot. All right, gents, it's time to stop messing around. Let's go for Master Training on this bad boy. And also Master Training on the Witch Doctor, which is really what we want. So essentially now we have Bloodlust. All of our units have increased attack rate, which is huge. We also have a healing ward, passive healing ward, to heal all of our units up, which is so good. Look at the effect of the orb of venom, right? It just flat out single targets one unit, and it guarantees almost death every single time, which is so freaking good. And don't forget, even after death, like the poison is still applied, so that's why it's so good. It's just like overall, just applying the poison on multiple units is so good. But it usually only single targets one. But either way, it's good. It's really good. I think the earlier you buy it, right, the better. What the hell is this skin? Wait, I didn't even notice this skin is so bad. What the fuck? This skin is so scuffed. He's like the tiger from Kung Fu Panda. That's hilarious, bro. What the fuck? I mean, you know, Panda is such a good hero, especially in this scenario where he's playing up against like mass ghouls. So Blue is responding accordingly in the sense that he's building a lot of backline units and he's not massing ghouls. This would be really bad for him. At this point, we do want to give Wind Riders a shot. I'm curious to see how this goes, because don't forget, our counterpart, which is the Crypt Lord Alec, once again, he's going for Shamans, and Shamans are going to fall prey to my Wind Riders, because not only do they have unarmored, so they will be essentially taking 200% damage from my Wind Riders, basically essentially one-shotting them, right? And yeah, there's no good response from our Alec here. He has no chance, right? So Wind Rider is going to do so much. I think I'm going to wait on getting what's it called? I don't think I need Venom Spears for the moment. Kind of want to wait a little bit, but as you see, look at those Wind Riders putting a lot of freaking work. So essentially how Wind Riders work, or any sort of air units, is they focus on what is technically a target or a threat to them. So in this scenario, Shamans can hit air, so that's what they will prioritize going for, Shamans in the back. So 21 HP on the tower, are you kidding me? I actually greeted and went for a gold mine thinking that we were going to be killing this tower, but I guess, yeah, this is a awkward one. This could technically lose us the game because we all went for a greedy gold mine. Bro, we all went for gold knowing that this tower would go down, but it's okay. I should be going down now. It's fine. We're good. We're good. Perfect. So yeah, let's go. Let's drop a couple more Wind Riders. Dude, I'm excited about this. Don't forget, we got a lot of Shamans, and Shamans will bloodlust our Wind Riders, which is huge. It will allow these bad boys to do a lot of increased attacks. Their attack rate is going to increase. And yeah, they're going to be doing so much damage. So we have poison applied from the Keeper of the Grove with the Orb of Venom, and we also have poison applied from the Wind Riders. So yeah, a lot of it's a poison build. It's a toxic build. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot, and we're gonna be shredding these casters to pieces. Let's just say that. Let's unlock this. Okay. Oh my god. I mean, this guy, I don't know why he went for, I mean, it's good. Destroyer is good to basically steal any sort of cast. So he's gonna be stealing my my Bloodlust. Let's drop, let's go for, you know what, let's go for stats at this point. So he's going to be stealing basically all my Bloodlust with the Obsidian Statues, but the problem is building Obsidian Statues have light armor, and Wind Riders actually do counter them. So look, I want you guys to pay attention to the backline here. Like, getting completely shredded. The poison ticks on the Frostworm too. Obviously, we were under Fortress, but the damage coming in from the Wind Riders, all the casters are gone. That's all I have to say. They're all gone. And poison being applied on the meat wagon. This is like textbook, man. This is absolutely textbook. This is, I freaking love this. Wind Rider is actually potentially back in meta since they've been buffed. I think this is probably the play. I could technically go for Mountain Giants. I feel like that's probably the angle at this point. Oh, wow. This guy's going for Torrens. Torrens revive with the Spirit Walker. He has the combo, but it might be too late. That's what I'm thinking. Is it? I think it's too late. I could go for, I think Mountain Giants is going to be good for frontlining, but I think a good offense, sorry, a good defense is a good offense. If I keep massing Wind Riders, I think it's going to be too much of a problem for our opponents to handle, to be honest. And here, what I could go is for, you know what, let's go for a little bit more armor on all of our units, right? Keeping all of my units alive for a little bit longer will allow them to go for, to do a little bit more damage, which is the objective. Okay, this guy's going for heavy destroyers. Don't forget. Yeah, I'm just so excited to see my Wind Riders just shred through this army. Again, it's obviously halved, but yeah. This is going to be a problem for our boy here. Level 6 Shadowhunter. I mean, we just have such an advantage in hero levels too, right? Because we've been constantly stacking. So here, are we going up against any sort of pierce? Let's go for defend. I think defend is going to be good. Oh my god, that's a beautiful freaking big bad voodoo. Look at these frostworms going down so fast. This is why I'm splitting my Wind Riders, but yeah. All of them are gone. Orange's full army is gone, even underneath the fortress, which is insane. And what's funny is my Keeper of the Grove is just a little bit outside of fortress range, so it keeps him alive. Maybe I can even get Tranquility in the mix. Oh my god, wouldn't that be sick? I don't think he has enough damage, bro. That is so unfortunate. I'm barely alive. And I think I will get Tranquility up in time. Let's see. The thing is it worth casting here? Because it's going to be on CD. I might not even cast it. You know what? I'm not even going to cast it. Even if I get level 6, I'm not going to cast it because there's not enough units. So I'm going to keep the CD. I'm essentially going to keep the CD for the next fight. And hopefully next fight will allow us to just finish the game. So here what we need, I think, is a couple of these Spirit Breakers. And I'll tell you guys why in a sec. I think one more Witch Doctor is called for. Yeah, I think this is good enough. So let's get Spirit Breakers, Spell Breakers, sorry, not Spirit Breakers. They're pretty good because they actually steal a Bloodlust from our opponent. So essentially, our board here is going to be stealing the Bloodlust with his Destroyers. But the thing is, I'm going to be essentially stealing it back with my Spell Breakers, which is huge. Wait, should I be able to level them up? Are they automatically leveled up? I think they might be. Either way, yeah, that's the point. So let's go for one more damage upgrade. We'll go for one more damage upgrade. Big Bad Voodoo with Tranquility is just like a super overpowered dude. The combo is so huge. I mean, this guy is useless at the moment. But yeah, we went for 2 and 1 damage. So yeah, I mean, the damage we're going to be dishing out is going to be nasty to say the least. Look at that, dude. We have the Treants tanking. Everything is bloodlusted. We're doing so much freaking damage. So yeah, it's just a matter of time until our opponents just go down. Plus, our boy here, R2, leveled up took the ability from the Frostworm to basically cancel its freezing breath. Essentially, the fortress isn't doing any sort of damage while it's being frozen, right? So that's really good. I mean, at this point, we have a stacked army. We should be able to take this out. And this is pretty much all she wrote, guys. The game is over. We're going to be getting 1 armor upgrade just to guarantee that the game is over. Let's go, gents. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys want to see more Direct Strike in the future, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.